Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the series of learning C programming, we are discussing some file functions in C. In the previous video, we have discussed what is fseek function. Everything regarding fseek function have been thoroughly discussed in that video. We have discussed there what is fseek function, why do we need fseek function, and how to use the fseek function in their programming, in their programs. That all have been discussed in the previous video. In today's video, we are going to discuss one more special function of files, that is the ftell function. We know that these functions are very handy. These functions are very useful when we want to access their files randomly. If we want to access the files randomly, at that time these files turn out to be very advantageous. So our today's topic is ftell function. In this video, we will discuss what is ftell function, why do we need ftell function, and how to use this ftell function in the programs in files. That will be discussed in today's video with the help of the example. So our topic is ftell function. As the name suggests, that ftell, that means this function is telling something. This is a file function, is telling something. Now the question is, what does this ftell tells? What does this ftell do? Ftell, for example, if we have a file in our hard disk or in our PC, and the name of this file is abc.txt. Suppose we have a file in our hard disk in our PC, and the name of that file is abc.txt, and the contents of this file are, for example, suppose I am learning C. These are the contents of this file. Now, what question is, what ftell tells? The ftell function returns the position of the file pointer. As we have already discussed it in previous videos, that in order to access the files, in order to perform any operation on the files, we need a file pointer. So this ftell tells us where the position of the file pointer, where the file pointer is located in this file. That is going to be told, that is going to be known, that is going to be returned by this ftell function. So in order to know the position of the file pointer in the file, we use this ftell function. The declaration, or we can say declaration of this ftell function is simply, here I can write here long int. What does that mean? And ftell and name of file pointer, or we can say file pointer. This is a declaration. That means this function returns an integer. The return type of this file is the long int. And what does it take? It takes one argument, one parameter, that is the name of the file pointer, and this is the name. ftell is the name of the file. File pointer is this is the parameters that this file are going to be accept, and or you can say arguments, and the return type of this file is the long int. That means it returns the integer. So now with the help of the program, we will discuss it is working. For example, here I am going to write a program, man, and after man, first of all, we will create the file pointer ptr and initialize with null. And now char ch and str30. These are the two variables which I am going to declare here. First of all, I will check if first of all we will open this file abc.txt in the read mode, because we know that in order to perform any operation on the file, first of all we must open it. So the name of the file is abc.txt. So first of all we have to open it. in order to open the file, we use the file open function, fopen function, and we know it takes two arguments. First, the name of the file, that is the abc.txt, and second argument is the in which mode we want to open it. At present, we want to open it in, for example, in a read mode only. So it will return file pointer. It will return the address that is going to be stored in this ptr. If now we will check if ptr equal to null, then simply printf file not exist. And exit 1. That is it. That means if due to some reasons this fopen function fails to open this file abc.txt, that means it simply will return at that means it will print that file not exist, because at that time the value of the ptr is null. That means the address has not been going to be stored in, not assigned to this ptr. That means this file has not been opened properly. So in that case, it will print as a message file not exist and exit. But if it opens the file successfully, if the file exists there and it opens it in a read mode, then we know that if we open the file in the read mode, the cursor is at the beginning. Initially, the cursor is at the beginning. That means the file pointer is at the beginning. Because in read mode, we can read the contents of the file. In order to read the contents of the file from the beginning, the cursor must be here. So the ptr, the pointer is at beginning. First of all, I am going to numbering this 0th index, first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. 0, this is 0th index first. At when the file gets opened, we know that the file pointer is at 0th index. That means at here. Now, for example, we want to know where the position of the file pointer. In order to know the position of the file pointer, we use this ftell function. Ftell function is going to be returned the position of the file pointer, where the file pointer is present, existing, pointing to which location, which index the file pointer is pointing. So in order we can say simply the syntax of this file pointer is, as we know, ftell, and it will take one argument, that is the pointer name of the pointer. Here the name of the pointer is ptr, and that it will return an integer that is going to be stored in position, because I have declared here a variable position, pos, in order to store the position of the file pointer. So this ftell ptr, this function ftell function will return the position of the file pointer, present position of the file pointer, and we know we have opened this file in the read mode, and at present the file position is this, and this will return 0th index, and that will go to stored in position. So if we print this, printf %d position, so the result would be 0, because at present the file pointer is at this location. It will point to 0th index, that means I. So it will return printf. It will return this 0. So now we know that file ftell function is used to know the position of the file pointer, where the file pointer is presently located. That is going to be known by this function. We can use for that purpose ftell function. Okay. Now we want to move the cursor from this position to next position. For example, we want to move this cursor, this pointer from 0th index to 3rd index. Okay. Now, in order to move the cursor, we have already discussed the function seek function, fseek function in the previous video, because fseek function is used to move the cursor to any location from one position to another position. So here we will write simply fseek function. Fseek, it will take three arguments. First is the name of the file pointer, that is ptr. Okay. Second is the how many bytes you want to move the cursor, forward or backward, because at present it is the file pointer is at 0th index, that is it is first here. Now we want to move the 4 bytes, for example, forward, that means 1 2 3 and 4 here space, and from which location we want to forward the file from beginning. We want to move the file pointer from the beginning to 4 bytes forward. So here we will write, for that we have a function seek underscore set. That is it. That means this function will forward the file pointer 4 spaces, or 4 bytes forward. This function, this line, after execution, the file pointer would move 4 bytes forward. That means 0, 1, 2 and 4. That means here. Now the file pointer points to this location. Now if we want to know where the file pointer is, for that we will write here simply ftell. We know ftell is a function. Ftell, it will what it accepts, because we know we have to, or we can simply write printf %d, take care, ftell ptr, and that is it. Instead of writing position equal to ftell and printf, these two instructions, we can simply write printf %d ftell ptr. It will return the current position of the file pointer. Here it is 4. It will return as 4. That means after execution of this line, printf %d ftell ptr, the result would be 4. So now, because we have moved this file pointer 4 spaces, 4 bytes forward by this, using this fseek function, which we have already discussed in the previous video. Everything regarding this fseek function have been discussed in previous video very minutely and thoroughly. If you have not watched it till now that video, you can go and check out that video first and then come back to here to the topic. Printf %d ftell ptr, it will return 4, because that means the file pointer is at position 4. Now if we want to know what is the value at this 4 index, because we know that at this 4 index it is a space, white space, blank space, but blank spaces are also going to be counted. So simply we can write printf, or here we can, I can write here this. Simply I can write here ch equal to get c, because we want to read the character which is located at this location. File tell. We want to know to get the character which is located at this position. Simply we can write ch equal to get c pt r. That means it will return the character printf %c ch. This will return, because we know that getC function is used to read the single character from the file. At present, the file pointer is pointing to this location, 4th location. So it will return, it will fetch this character. What is stored at location 4, that is going to be fetched and stored in ch, because I have already declared here a variable ch to store this character. So printf %c, after printing this, it will return here, it will return a blank space, because it is a blank space, nothing is there, so it will return a blank space. Now the pointer will point to next, that means L. Take care, it will point to next L. Now for example, we want to know we want to fetch a complete string. We want to know the fetch the complete string. So we know that in order to read the complete string, we use the fscanf function. For that, we use the fscanf function. In order to read a complete string, we can use for that purpose fscanf function, which we have already discussed in previous video. So we can simply here write fscanf, and what does it takes? It takes the pointer name at the ptr, fptr, and then the %s, because %s is the format specifier for string, and then simply the string name str, because here str I have declared str. So printf %s str. This will print, because now this file pointer is pointing to this. It will print this complete string. That means A1, 2, 3 learning. It will print learning, learning, because learning, because after learning there is a blank space. In strings, the blank space is considered as end of the string. That means the null string, the end. That means this string is from learning to, that means from L to G. So it will print learning, because after that it will encounter the it will consider it the end of string. So learning will get printed. Now the file pointer will print to here, will point to here. Now if we want to know the exact position of this file pointer, now we can write simply ftell, because ftell function is, and ftell, then the pointer name simply here ftell, or simply printf %d, because we know that it will return an integer, and the format specifier for integer is a %d. But position printf ftell and pt, or it will now return this tell, because first initially it was 5, and it had moved how many? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and it will return as 13. Instead of 12, it will return 13, because now it will now point to 13th location. It will return 13. So we can, but if you observe that this ftell function returns the position of the file pointer with respect to the beginning, starting, because we have moved the file pointer from 5th to 13th position, from here to here. But this instruction returns as 13. That means 13. We have moved only, if we we have moved only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bytes forward. But it counts from starting 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 13 and 13. So we can say that file pointer returns the position of the file. Ftell function returns the position of the file pointer with respect to the starting, not with any other location. So it counts from this, how far the file pointer is from the starting, from the beginning, from the 0th index. That is going to be returned by this file ftell function. Now I hope that you have now know to some extent what is the function of this file pointer. We can say in simple words that file ftell function is used to know the position of the file pointer with respect to the starting or beginning. In order to know, if we want to know where the file pointer is located in the file, at that time we can know it by using this ftell function. And second application of this ftell function is that it is also used for knowing the length of the string file. If we want to know what is the length of this file, we can also use this ftell function. How? That we will also discuss it. Take care. I hope now you have now understood this. Now I am going to wrap it. For example, first, we know that initially the file pointer is at this location. Okay, we know that. Now, for example, I have write here fseek function. Fseek here fseek function. Simply, I will write here pointer name ptr. Ptr is nothing; it is a pointer name and 0 seek and what would this instruction does? After execution of this instruction, because initially the file pointer is at location this, when we open the file in read mode, initially the file pointer points to the 0th location, 0th index, that means the first index. And by this function, we move the file pointer to the end, which we have already discussed in previous video. That fseek function is used to move the file pointer to anywhere. And the instruction for moving the instruction to moving the file pointer or cursor from beginning to end is this, because here the file we want to move the file pointer seek and is used to move the file pointer from beginning to 0 location. That is, if is the end of it will move here 14, because here is the 13 is it will move here, because if there is end of file pointer would be here and it moves 0, so that means it is at this. And now we want to print, simply we will print printf %d ftell ptr, and that is it. It will print as 14, because this function will print the current location, current position of the file pointer. Through fseek function, we move the file pointer at the beginning here, because seek and is used to move the file pointer from the beginning, from the end to anywhere, and seek current is used to move the pointer from the current position to anywhere, and seek set is used to move the current file pointer from the beginning. So here we have set the file pointer at the end, so this instruction will return 14, because the file pointer, or you can say this cursor, is pointing to the last location, last character, that is the 14, last byte, so it returns the 14. Obviously 14 is the length of this file. So in this way we can use this ftell function also for knowing the length of the file, how many characters are in the file. That is also going to be known by using this ftell function in C. Now I hope that you have understood now what is ftell function, why do we need ftell function, and how do we use the ftell function in the programming. Now inshallah in the next video we will discuss one more special file function, that is the rewind function. That will be discussed in the next video very thoroughly and minutely. Till the next video, take care, bye bye.